All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Apex Sound 2 channel. Today, we're going to be discussing what happened at Gamescom last night, going over some of the games that were revealed and some of the cool new trailers and gameplay that we got. And we'll be talking a little bit about new golf games coming up as well, because there's a few little tidbits of details surrounding leaks and stuff like that around golf games. So, let's jump on in. If you're not subscribed to the Apex Sound 2 already, please do so now at your earliest convenience. All right, so Gamescom, I think, kicked off with a Dune cinematic trailer, and this is going to be an open world MMO, and I think that could be a really solid choice for a game like this. Now, I've only recently got into Dune when I watched the movie for the first time. I don't really know anything else about the franchise or the series, to be honest. So I did enjoy the movie, though. I enjoyed what I saw, and I'm definitely down for a game involving this world. I mean, just look at that freaking beast that's on the screen. Absolutely disturbing, and this guy looks really cool as well. Now, this game that we're talking about next, Lies of P, looks like what happens when you smoke way too much pot, but probably in the best way possible. It's like a Souls-like game, but it's more like Bloodborne than anything else. It's definitely more offensive-based, as you'll see from some of the combat, but it's literally Pinocchio meets Bloodborne. I mean, how is that not just completely awesome? I mean, that is incredible. But yeah, speaking of being really high while making video games, now this next game is probably the best example of that. It's High on Life, and they reveal like a 3-minute trailer of a little boss fight, and you have the talking gun, of course, that is just literally talking shit the entire time you're in a boss fight. You're swinging around as you try and wait for the platform to come back up, and then you gotta go down and like shoot the bitch with your talking gun, and your knife talks as well. This is just probably the weirdest game I've ever seen, to be honest, but to be honest, I really can't wait to play it. It looks awesome.
Sick personality. That wasn't even a good one.
I mean, just look at some of the shit that's going on right now. Like, look at some of the conversations and stuff like that are happening.
Hey, it's me, Five Tours! Kill my shitty clone! I'm rooting for you!
Now, we are just doing a small little recap of Gamescom. I'm not going to go too in-depth on all these games, but next up was a game called Killer Clowns, and it's made from the same guys who made Friday the 13th. This guy was dancing in his room to some music. It looks like, honestly, Rachel's room from Life is Strange. It looks like a direct copy of that room, to be honest. But yeah, it's an asymmetrical multiplayer game, much like Friday the 13th, and I thought that this could be cool. I mean, I've played enough of these games, I feel like, already, but definitely could be cool. Now, next up is Outlast. So, the Outlast Trials, this was called. Now, I liked the first Outlast. I mean, it was genuinely terrifying. I don't do too well with horror games. I didn't really like Outlast 2 as much. I feel like it just wasn't nearly as good, but it was like scary in the wrong kind of ways. I don't know. I didn't really enjoy Outlast 2 as much. It was a little too open worldy, a little bit too exploratory, and I feel like that wasn't really what Outlast was best at. But this one looks really creepy. There's dolls everywhere. It looks like there's a lot more combat involved and a lot more just like scary gameplay, weird cutscenes, and just overall creepiness. But I'm definitely down to try this out and give it a bash, and I believe it does have a beta somewhere later this year. What was the dates on the beta again? October 28th to November 1st is the dates on the beta. So next up, we're going to talk about some story games, and Telltale are back in a big way. They're back with The Expanse. Now, I think I watched the first 2 seasons of The Expanse and I never got back to it. I really do need to get back to it. I think it is a great show, and I think it could make for definitely a great Telltale game. I'm excited to check this out 100%, and interested to see what changes Telltale have made to really kind of change and revitalize their formula, because the reason they shut down in the first place was because everything was just the same, and they weren't really selling as many copies of the games anymore. I feel like they have revitalized their games and have changed some things up, and I'm excited to see what they've changed and excited to check out how good The Expanse is. And talking about these story Telltale type games, we're going to move on to Tales from the Borderlands. A new Tales from the Borderlands is coming coming out, and I really liked the first one a lot, actually. I thought it was great, and I can't wait to see where this one goes. Reese was an awesome character, and I feel like overall the game was just hilarious. It had a brilliant sense of humor. It doesn't look like Reese is going to be the main character in this one, but I'm hoping that it's like one of those games where you play as two characters and you do eventually play as Reese as well, because I do believe he's going to be in the game, and I'm very excited to see how it all turns out, because Tales from the Borderlands was one that really surprised me, honestly, because I am not much of a fan of the Borderlands universe. I didn't really ever get into the Borderlands games that much, but when I played Tales from the Borderlands, I had a great time. One of the scenes that really sticks out to me is when the finger gun fight in that office place was just absolutely hilarious. And this isn't the only game, surprisingly, that has talking guns tonight. Weird. Now, this is probably my favorite game from Gamescom. It's my favorite game every time they show it, honestly. Callisto Protocol continues to look absolutely awesome. This Dead Space-inspired game just looks wild. And from the combat trailer that they showed, there's a couple new and improved things. As you can see, you can use telekinesis against these zombies, and you can block this guy's acid attacks. And then look at that. Just absolutely toss him into the grinding gears. And that guy has been disintegrated. But overall, I continue to be impressed by this game, and you know, I'm completely sold on it. I'm probably not going to watch anything else about it. I'm sold. I'm ready. I'm waiting. December can't come fast enough. I will be doing a full series of this game right here on the Apex Hound 2, so stay tuned. 100% I'll be playing this one, and I cannot wait. But yeah, you got a little dodge and everything like that, and this guy's like remaking his head there. It's like disturbing, but you can't be remade from that one. See you later. They announced Dead Island 2, and honestly, I am not impressed. I wasn't really too much of a fan of the first Dead Island. I believe that this game just looks like a worse version, a worse, more cringy version of Dying Light 2. I don't know. I feel like Dying Light just took this game and made it so much better. So I don't know. If you guys are excited for Dead Island 2, let me know. It's coming February 3rd. It's not too far off at all. It's coming next year. I'll probably give it a bash and try it and give it a chance for myself. It looks like a more chaotic, cringy, weird version of Dying Light, and I know Dying Light came after this, but I don't know. Dying Light was really good, and this feels like just a little bit too similar, but I don't know, just more kind of chaotic and weird and goofy. And speaking of Dying Light 2, a new DLC for Dying Light 2 is coming October 13th, and it looks pretty cool. I really enjoyed the first Dying Light 2. Well, the first Dying Light 2, the original base game for Dying Light 2. So I'm excited to try out the DLC as well and see what it's all about. I'm not going to look too much into it because I'm already definitely going to play this, and I cannot wait to see what it's all about, as I said. But Dying Light 2, really good game. Highly recommend playing it if you haven't already, and I think you will be impressed. This Atlas Fallen game had about 2.5 minutes of a CGI trailer before they showed some really cool gameplay, and the gameplay that they did show was only a small little snippet, but it actually looks really cool. I believe this is from the same guys that made The Surge, which I didn't really like too much, honestly, but the gameplay there looked really cool. It looks like a really cool style of game, and I think that could be one to keep an eye on for the future for sure. It looks really cool. Now, with all the games being delayed in the world at the moment, it feels like every single video game gets delayed. Gotham Knights has actually brought forward their release date by 4 days from October 25th to October 21st. The game went gold, I believe, earlier in the month, and I am really excited for this one. I think this trailer got me a little bit more hyped up, honestly. We saw quite a bit of what the story is going to be about. The Court of Owls, we got Clayface, we got Harleen, of course. Harley Quinn is probably going to be a major part of this game, and I think that's going to be really fun. Gotham Knights is going to be one to keep an eye on, and definitely I'm going to be playing that on the channel in October. Very much looking forward to it. October is going to be a busy one for me though, because I have PGA Tour 2K23 coming out then. I'm not sure I'm going to get a chance to play all of these games that I want to in October, at least not right away anyway. Gotham Knights and A Plague Tale Requiem are definitely two at the top of my list for October though. Now, last but not least is Hogwarts Legacy. This game, speaking of delays, did get delayed, I believe until February next year. Yes, February 10th, 2023. Just a week after Dead Island 2, actually. But yeah, from what we've seen here, it looks like it's maybe a little bit more of a mature, dark Harry Potter story. And this is one that I'm definitely excited for. And I'm not the biggest Harry Potter fan, don't get me wrong. I like it, but some of the people out here are real Harry Potter stands. Like, I liked Harry Potter, I enjoyed it, and I definitely think that this has the potential to be a really, really great game, and I'm very much excited to see how it plays out. It's going to be a pretty ambitious one, you'd have to assume. Crucio! But yeah, we're going to have some spells, we're going to have some fun with it, and Harry Potter is back, baby. But yeah, Hogwarts Legacy got delayed till February 10th, out of its 2022 window. I never really expected it to come out in 2022, honestly, but it looks great. I'm very excited about it. And last but not least, we're going to talk about Everybody's Golf. So Everybody's Golf developer filed a new trademark for Easy Come Easy Golf. Now, will Claphans be making a new Everybody's Golf game? I hope so. To have an Everybody's Golf game for PS5 would be absolutely awesome. I think that would be a great idea. And with all the hype around golf games coming as well, they had Mario Golf, we got Turbo Golf, we got Curse to Golf, we got PGA Tour 2K23, we got EA's golf game. I feel like golf games are having a real resurgence right now. Every genre of golf game. But I think it would be the perfect time for Everybody's Golf to come back. It wouldn't be ready, obviously, this year, or probably even next year, maybe like 2024, early 2024, or late 2023 or something. Maybe they're already working on it. Who knows? But yeah, Everybody's Golf Studio has registered trademarks for a possible new golf game, and I think maybe there's something to do with mobile golf gaming there as well. I'm not exactly sure on it. We'll see if it comes to fruition. And of course, we've got news about PGA Tour 2K23. If you want to check out my channel, I have all of the news for that game as well. The Apex Hound channel, that is. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all we have to talk for now. We were kind of just doing a big recap of Gamescom, and then kind of a little bit of tidbit of news. If you have any news stories you'd like me to cover within the next week or so, make sure to send them in to me on Discord, Instagram, Twitter, whatever, and I will check them out. Thanks for the support. Leave them in the comments as well. All that kind of stuff. Thanks for the support. It means a lot, guys. Really does. And I can't thank you guys enough. Make sure to subscribe here on the Apex Hound 2, because we're aiming for 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That would be awesome. Thanks for the support. I'll see you guys next time. It's been my pleasure to serve you all. It's the Apex Report. We're signing out.